Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a new video concept. This is called Bottomless Split. Why is it called Bottomless Split? Well, it is the bottom split of iRacing, and there is endless content when you come to this split, that is for sure. The reason why I'm involved with this, I was actually watching some bottom split racing with Jake Dixon, the MotoGP 2 rider, should I say, earlier on in the month, and I have never seen such hilarity and incredible action as I witnessed during that fateful evening. So I thought, you know what, let's do some commentary over this, see how it goes. You know, a lot of these drivers are starting their first ever races really in their journey into iRacing. Could end up being the next 8K driver, but ultimately it is lots of newbies, maybe some more experienced drivers that have just been involved in a lot of misfortune, and some drivers that, well, maybe they're driving with a blindfold. But it should be fun nonetheless. The strength of field here is 0.5. You can see that in the bottom corner of your screen. That will also showcase exactly who's on track around the drivers that will be spectating. Also, when the name is in yellow, that means that's the driver we're looking at. That goes for the same in the top left-hand corner as well. Top left-hand corner is a timing tower. That will also have the fastest lap, last lap, and the delta. And it'll have the gap to the drivers around them in terms of the actual race. But if there's back markers and whatnot, they will come up in red. And indeed, if you are a back marker and you've got cars that are quicker than you, they will come up as blue. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. David Miranda is going to be your pole sitter. He is in the white and blue. They've got one full formation lap here behind the pace car. We've got Tom Rotherham in second position, as we will indeed go chase cam just so you can have a look at the cars here. Get familiar with these cars. So yes, it is David Miranda who's in that Ferrari number 12 on the right hand side. The car number means exactly what iRating they are in terms of how fast they are in their iRating. So the higher the number, the lower their iRating is in terms of the lobby. It looks like David Miranda is not too worried about the pace car here, which ultimately will get him disqualified eventually. We've got Matthew Barnes then in third position. He's again in another Ferrari livery here. We've then got Omar Vidal, who's gone for a very purpley livery. We've then got Nambul Jiang, who is in fifth position in that white with yellow trim livery there, very much Rocket Motorsport. Then we've got Dan Broadbent, who's going to start from the pit lane by the looks of things, and that is actually Jimmy Broadbent's alt account, facts. Pablo Suzarte is in the black livery then. We've then got Raul Hernandez Lopez, who's gone for the black with red trim MSI livery. It's also Estrella on there. Whether he's been drinking Estrella and getting in this lobby, I do not know. Then we've got Premislav Bokva, who is in the black and white livery here. Timothy Sutton is in 10th position. He will be in the red livery with the purple top and the green trim over the archways. Benjamin Lozkow then is in the yellow livery here, Parkway. We have then got Tariq Chugui in P12 here, repping the black livery with the yellow trim. Anyway, we're going to go up to the front here, because of course we are, because we are rounding the final corner then. It's 15 minutes racing here at Lime Rock Park, Chicanes, and as you can see there, of course, Miranda there's trying to get some warmth into those tyres. Just timid movements there. That is going to indeed increase the temperatures by at least 10, 15 degrees. He's gone. He doesn't even care right now. Miranda is off into the distance here, and already then it is a 1-2 for David Miranda and indeed Tom Rotherham. So as we head down in towards turn number 1, who is going to miss their braking point? Is it P6? We just looked in the background there. Paolo Suzarte, no, he's all good. Nambul Jiang's also pretty good here. Bokva comes through nicely. A very clean start here, which is not something I expected, if I'm completely honest with you. Timothy Sutton gets through nicely. Everybody's through pretty nicely here. Sarah Johnkind just in behind, by the looks of things, Liam Sanders. So Liam Sanders, they're making some advances early in this race here, and he is going to try and get through in that Petronas livery as soon as he possibly can. No messing around for him. He actually started from the back of the grid here, and then now in P15, a late dive up the inside, and that is never going to work out there. Contact with a number 18, still trying to come through, and well, it goes from being a hero to an absolute villain, drops 3 spots, and that will be a 4X if ever I've seen one. It's almost 3 wide then as they come down in towards the final corner here. Still trying to make moves though is Liam Sanders. Not really in control of the car perfectly, I wouldn't say. And just following through then is Sarah Johnkind. And oh, there's big contact once again, and Liam Saunders. Daundy has just cleaned everyone out there. It's like Skittles. And wow, that is, well, to be fair to him, he was the one who caused it, and he's now retired from this race. So let's go back and check that out, exactly how that went down, so we can watch this from, indeed, his chase cam. So here we go, through the final corner again. He's already got 1.4x. He goes straight across track there. Perfectly executed block pass for sure. And well, of course, it's a harsh braking zone here. Oh, there's a little bit of a mistake from the number 18, but ultimately that is all on Saundy Daundy there. That is not ideal. And well, that is now going to be a loss of maybe 100 I rating on top of what he already had lost previously. So not a good start indeed. We'll have to fix the damage here. And we'll take the toe first. And wow, we've got a mistake here from the P2. So David Miranda then is off from P2. Is going to get going, drops down to 4th position. Tom Rotherham's absolutely loving life. He's now in P1, but oh dear, here we go. Coming up towards the back marker here by the looks of things. And the first back marker we're going to come across then is going to be Sarah Chicanes. So Chicanes has just stopped on track. Sarah Chicanes just stopped on track in front of the leader. And what is going on here? So Chicanes is now into the pits finally, but the back marker there causing damage. That's going to be a 4x then for Tom Rotherham. And that is given an opportunity here then for Matthew Barnes to close up. So the front two then off into the distance here. Again, just to give you a little clarity onto that I rating. Tom Rotherham's actually the second highest I rating in this lobby with 600. And then we've got 200 I rating for Matthew Barnes. So Matthew Barnes, I was going to say, has a huge opportunity here. And he runs wide out of the final corner. Ultimately keeps it in a straight and narrow. But this will be a lot of I rating gain for him. And actually says there, 115 he would gain in this session. So that would be massive. Moving forward here, let's go a bit further back then. Omar Vidal in P3. We've then got P4 for Pablo Svarte, or Suzarte, should I say. Timothy Sutton then is in P5. We've got 6th position for Michael Schindler, Schindler's List. We then got Emmanuel Canas in P8. We've got Bokva in P9. Just in behind them is Dan Broadbent, starting from the pits. And well, seems like it was the best option here for the number 7 car in this session, as indeed going to be coming through the pack here. Liam Saunders then, well, we're going to stay on board with this here because Liam Saunders, the absolute nuke that he's been on lap number 1, is going to start coming through these drivers here. Obviously got some serious pace, but ultimately maybe not quite got the racecraft. Maybe racing with blinkers on, who knows. Fastest lap of the race so far then, as we've got a gold car off the circuit then. That is, again, not ideal. We've got Liam Saunders then coming through. I think that was Higueras? Jose Higueras, maybe a little bit further back then, Loscal, or is it Conrad? No, it wasn't. Looks like it was a back market in the end, ultimately. So Dan Broadbent then trying to make a move here on Bokva, just up ahead of him as they come then through the final corner. And wow, a little bit of curb usage there. And actually, it looks like they're able to drive away from Saunders. Another back marker coming out then. Looks like that is going to be Chicanes. So Chicanes now pops out just up ahead of these. They've got Thierry J. Luis then in 7th position in the white car just up ahead. And actually, it's a little bit of a stalemate as it stands. So yeah, a little bit of a stalemate. They've got Nambul Jiang and Sarah Chicanes just up ahead here. Nambul Jiang then is indeed a lapped vehicle with Sarah Chicanes. So this is actually 4th position. So we are looking here at P17 and P16. And well, that is going to be an absolute freebie here as Chicanes runs off circuit there. There is a chicane you need to indeed adhere to. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've got 2 cars then reversed on track. The number 10. And indeed, P7 it was Bokva. So Bokva has been involved in that. Was it Bokva? Sorry, no, it was not Bokva at all. Let's go a bit further back then to... So it was P7. I'm trying to figure out who that was there. Was it Timothy Sutton maybe? No, a little bit further back, isn't it? So there's Loscal. Is it Canas? No, it wasn't. Conrad potentially? No, a little bit further back again. Chugui? Not too sure exactly who that was there, but again, reversing on track, we'd love to see it. That is the perfect way of sorting yourself out. Smoke still on track then from that incident, as we're on board with 4th position. Let's go back on board then with Dan Broadbent. He was the one closing up here, and well, we've got cars all over the show right now. So Liam Saunders then is the car behind, of course a lap vehicle, so will absolutely force his way to get the job done here. Nambul Jiang then is the car that was off circuit. Dan Broadbent then is going to try and get ahead of the P17 car. Saundy Daundy though. Saundy Daundy is not done. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but... Oh, big reverse on track. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Saundy Daundy and Dan being taken out. That is absolutely horrendous. So that was Higueras, wasn't it? So Dan Broadbent. Let's watch it out from Dan Broadbent's perspective here. Oh, wow. That is not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. So let's go back here and check this out. So we're going to check it out from his cot cam. Well, how much time has he got to react to this situation? He's got some back markers in behind him. was a couple of cars up ahead, wasn't it? So it was. Oh, no. 3 cars taken out there, taken out clean. And that is just very poor indeed. Very, very poor indeed. Wasn't Canas, was it? Oh, Saunders comes back on circuit. It's Raul Hernandez Lopez. Just trying to figure out who exactly it might have been. Oh, it was Trongui. So let's see exactly what happened to him then, for him to be in that position. Oh, God, he's all over the place. Here we go. So, actually, no, it wasn't him. So there's a Ferrari in front. Oh, God, just tries to avoid him onto the grass. And then into the wall. Oh, dear. That isn't ideal. And, well, now we're going to check it out from TV cam. So, it's the number 3 car. Drives straight across track. And then reverses. Oh, wow. Full 180. That is quite simply abysmal. And there is no bonnet on that car anymore. And if this was bowling, we'd definitely be looking at a strike. 3 cars taken out. Saunders then was trying his level best to take anyone else out who was trying to get involved as well. Matthew Barnes, by the way, is now the race leader. So Barnes is into P1. Omar Vidal is in P2. We then got P3 for Michael Schindler. P4 for Tom Rotherham. So Rotherham then has dropped right down the order here in P4. Pablo Suzarte in P5. Bokva just keeping it clean. That's the name of the game here in P6. We've got Jose Higueras in P7, just in behind Bokva actually. This could be a nice little battle forming up here. Emmanuel Canas finds himself in P13 in that Ray-Ban Ferrari livery. Timothy Sutton then under a bit of pressure here from Dan Broadbent. So this is going to be, well, it's going to be on here, isn't it, for sure. Timothy Sutton then up into what is P9. Dan Broadbent making that move up the inside towards turn number 1. Late on the brakes, it hits the apex. And actually, it is a very good move indeed. He moves up to P9. We then got Raul Hernandez Lopez in the Estrella livery. Look, he's been involved in some issues, that's for sure today. Was a little bit higher up the grid order. And well, let's check it out then from his chase cam just for a little bit. See whether he can make some advances on Timothy Sutton. And I'll tell you what, we have still got ourselves... Well, yeah, we're just about over the halfway point of this race. Still plenty of action to happen for sure. As we run in towards then the chicane section of this circuit. A little bit slow through there for Raul Hernandez Lopez, but again, just keeping himself in a half-decent position. Easy to make a mistake through there. Loads of curb taken there by Timothy Sutton. Nearly loses the rear completely, but just about holds on in towards this final corner. Then opens up the corner very nicely. Those Raul Hernandez should have the run then down the long straight. Dan Broadbent got the move done previously then on Timothy Sutton. And, well, in exactly the same position once again. It looks like it's going to be a move made here by Raul Hernandez Lopez. Fair play to Timothy Sutton. Didn't fight the position too much there. And, indeed, will lose the spot, but looks a very safe driver indeed. Let's go back on Nambul Jang then, of course, who has had a pit stop here in this race, but still up to P12 after that pit stop. Sarah Johnkind currently in P13 with Benjamin Loskow in P14. Everybody else is out of this race. We've got 5 retirements. Thierry J. Lewis, Thyssen Conrad, Tariq Chugui, Saunders, and indeed David Miranda. And it looks like, as a back marker, letting P3 through? Was it P4? Maybe Paolo Suzarte? Oh, I'm trying to think who that is then. Is that maybe... Well, Matthew Barnes and Omar Vidal are the leaders here. Matthew Barnes still P1. Oh dear, the number 13 car. And wow, we just found him. Emmanuel Canas just got past the lap vehicle. Runs wide out of turn 1. And yeah, not ideal at all here. As now Dan Broadbent's going to come through. This is 4th position. And the purple car gets left all of the room in the world. And Dan Broadbent started from the pits, ladies and gentlemen, up to P8. So great race from Dan here, as he will indeed go up through the sector time. But yeah, P8 for him, once indeed it does sort itself out. So pretty sure he's moving up to P8. Oh no, sorry, he's not. P8 is Emmanuel Canas ahead here. So it wasn't Dan Broadbent that got the move there, it was another purple car. So there's 2 purple cars very similar looking. And now it's all about, with the last 5 minutes of this race to go, just keeping it in the straight and narrow. You're gaining I rating for the most part. I think everybody will be gaining I rating here, wouldn't they not? Well, losing 3 I rating for being last in this race, although we got some side-by-side action then. So Benjamin Loskow is indeed going to let the number 19 car go through, which is Matthew Barnes, of course, the race leader. And Matthew Barnes definitely would have been 50 P5Ping there, expecting that to be a little bit more difficult than it was. Dan Broadbent does get past then Emmanuel Canas. Where is Canas? So he's off circuit again. So he runs off at exactly the same spot. You think he had learned his lesson from the previous race, but ultimately not going to happen here. Let's go back and check this out exactly what happened. It's all on his own, look. Gets it tucked in nicely onto the curb. He just has too much speed. Oh, just dips the left wheels, and once you dip them, you're done. And actually, fair play to him. He saved that relatively well, because that is one of those cases where you get the power down too early, you're just going to spin the car, and then you're in all sorts of trouble. But gets back on circuit relatively quickly, to be fair, considering the grass in iRacing is like an ice rink. Back up to the leader then, it is indeed Matthew Barnes. Nothing apart from maybe a backmarker torpedo can stop him from winning this race. Omar Vidal, the highest I rating here. He was indeed the car we got mixed up with Dan Broadbent earlier. He is in second spot. We then got Michael Schindler in third position. A nice podium here for him. Pretty spaced out now at this point. You see the Rotherham actually still with a potential chance there of getting a podium. Pablo Suzarte in P5 then. Jose Higueras in P6. Bokva P7. And is he in behind? No, he's not in behind Higueras. This is P13. So this is to lap Sarah Johnkind. Yeah, Sarah Johnkind being lapped here as we head then down in towards turn number 1. Johnkind not making it easy at all here. Through turn 1 side by side. And Bokva then, well, he's going to be relatively happy with how that went down. The number 16 car now off the circuit here. Was that 15? Raul Hernandez? No. It wasn't Nambul Jiang. As we're on board then with Benjamin Loskow. There's Raul Hernandez then in that Estrella livery. And it was Suzarte. So Suzarte then with the orange rims is into the pits here. And well, it is a freebie as well. So they get one fast repair in this race, which is actually going to promote now Nambul Jiang potentially. Maybe a little bit too far back. Sarah Johnkind potentially, not really. And Benjamin Loskow here then, who is P14 in this race. And well, that's P2 coming through. Dan Broadbent, I guess, is pretty much a lap down now, but that's because he started from the pits. He is a lap down. He's in P7, but yeah, great drive from him so far. Omar Vidal potentially going to close up to the lead. I don't think he is. Again, it's about 6.9 seconds, nice, between him and indeed P1. And the race is now filtered out pretty nicely here. So Matthew Barnes then looking to score some big points here today. 124 I rating. It's going to be gained by this young man here. Again, if he can negotiate all of the lap traffic. He's currently going past Bokva, who's currently P6. Again, won't want to get involved there for sure. So the winner for me of most crazy driver and providing the most action was Liam Saunders. Saundy Daundy. What a start to the race he had here. As we've got white flag, and oh, P3 is off the circuit here, and there is there's the new P3, Michael Schindler. He definitely had Tom Rotherham on his list, and ultimately he has now moved up to a P3 position. So the nerves getting the better of Tom Rotherham, and ultimately here he has given away that podium spot. As again, we have had the white flag here. And you can see that this is the white flag, the final lap of today's race. So Schindler and Rotherham.
I'm sorry, Dan.
And well, looks like Dan Broadbent maybe have just been involved in something here. Got people shouting down a microphone. Yep, that's Dan. Dan for sure. Again, not sure if you guys can hear that, but I certainly can. But Matthew Barnes isn't going to be too worried about it because he has just crossed the line and he's picked up victory. So congratulations to him. Omar Vidal. Omar Vidal then will finish in P2. Tom Rotherham got P3 at the end here. What's happened to Schindler? Oh, Schindler's binned it this time. So Schindler's binned it here. What has happened here then? So they're coming up towards... Oh, he's just dipped it onto the grass and drives over the grass again. And he's got the car going, just about hit to the wall. And Tom Rotherham then is going to pick up that P3. Jose Higueras then is going to take what will be P4. As you can see, come around the final corner now and driving across the line. Emmanuel Chicanes still yet to finish here around the final corner. Nambul Jiang then is in P11. And then we've got Pablo Suzarte. Finds himself then in P12. Only 12 drivers managed to finish this race in the end, But the day belongs to Matthew Barnes. Hopefully you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, make sure that you do indeed leave a like, comment, and potentially subscribe. And leave in the comments whether you'd want to see a different race on iRacing. We'll do all of the lowest splits of the official races. Probably best to do the ones where it's sort of like C or D license because ultimately we're going to have more action there. Maybe some rookies as well. But yeah, get yourselves involved in the comment section and it'll be great to see whether you enjoyed this one. Anyway, until the next one, this has been Bottomless Split.